Roman Reigns is coming up to a full calendar year as undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Say that 5 times fast. Since he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38, he's had a stranglehold on both world titles, and that's become a real problem. It leaves one brand and a lot of very talented wrestlers without a prize to fight for, and that puts a ceiling on what they can achieve. So how do you split the title? Well, the obvious answer is beating Roman, but WWE don't want to have him eat a loss. They've spent so much time building him up as an invincible champion, and I think they'll want to keep that running for as long as they can. However, after nearly a full year, the time has come where the titles do need to be separated for the good of the show, and I figured out how to do it. It all starts in the Men's Royal Rumble, which is won by Cody Rhodes. He punches his ticket to a World Championship match at WrestleMania, looking to win the one big title his father never could. There's an excellent promo segment on the next Raw, where Cody talks about his dream of holding the WWE Championship. The most notable thing about the promo, though, is that he spends all his time talking about the championship, and not once does he mention the champion. Cody is subtly undermining Roman by doing this, and the build to their Mania match is on. However, on the next SmackDown, The Rock makes a surprise appearance. After a long promo that ticks all the Rock boxes, he says, "There's a guy walking around here calling himself the Tribal Chief, the head of the table. Jabroni, you're looking at the head of the table." The Rock formally issues a challenge to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. On Roman's next appearance on WWE TV, he accepts the challenge, and that he will prove that he is the true leader of the Anoa'i family. Now this, of course, immediately throws up a problem. Roman's already been announced to fight Cody at WrestleMania, and Heyman addresses this. "We are aware that Cody Rhodes won the 2023 Royal Rumble and therefore earned a World Championship match at WrestleMania. However, I have to do what's best for the Tribal Chief, and Roman Reigns has it in his contract that he need only wrestle one night of WrestleMania 39. He is simply too much of a valuable commodity to be wrestling on both nights. And so, I regret to inform you that Roman Reigns will be unable to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39 for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship." So, there's a few different threads that come from this. First, and most obviously, Roman is turning down his mandatory challenger in order to have a more blockbuster match, which will get him some big heat. Secondly, he could wrestle on both nights, but Heyman is essentially saying that Roman is too good for that. In essence, Roman Reigns is trying to have his cake and eat it too, and he feels like he needs to, because the rising popularity of Sami Zayn has not gone unnoticed. Now, a brief word on Sami, because his rise does throw a spanner in the works of this Roman Cody Rock story. All signs point towards Roman versus Sami happening at Elimination Chamber in Zayn's hometown in Montreal. You can spin that into the story, with Roman brutally kicking Zayn out of the bloodline in the lead up to the match. I would have Roman retain in a heartbreaking defeat for Sami following Usos' interference. But that's okay, because it sets up Sami and Kevin Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania for the undisputed tag titles. That, for me, is more narratively satisfying, because Sami's main feud in the bloodline has always been with Jay, not Roman. At Mania, the Quebec boys win the belts, ending the record-breaking tag title reign of the Usos and solidifying the unification of the tag team titles. While Roman is focused on Sami, there is a natural butting of heads between Cody Rhodes and The Rock over who faces Roman at WrestleMania. This gives way to an emotional promo battle on Raw, where they talk about their parallels, specifically their respective family legacies, and the different ways in which they've been history makers in their careers. Rock in Hollywood, and Cody by making wrestling a better place. Following Elimination Chamber, Adam Pearce steps in and announces on Raw that this situation needs to be resolved. Roman is refusing to face his mandatory challenger, which Pearce says is a title-stripping offense. Therefore, Reigns has until the following SmackDown to come up with a workaround, or else he will be stripped of both the WWE title and the Universal title. Roman is caught in a corner, and he comes to the realization that for once in his life, he's not going to get it all his own way. So in the main event of SmackDown, Heyman announces that following several tense days of negotiations, Roman Reigns has agreed to voluntarily relinquish the WWE Championship. The reason why we're freeing up the WWE Championship is because first, Roman can keep that long reign of Universal Champion alive, so they can say for 900 days or whatever Roman Reigns has been champion. Secondly, the WWE title is the belt that Cody wants, the belt his father fought for, and it has to be that belt that's part of his story. It might seem a bit lame for Roman to just give up one of his belts, but the importance of the moment is underlined by his very obvious reluctance to go along with the plan. However, he agrees to it anyway, because it's a case of him voluntarily giving up one of his belts, as opposed to being forcefully stripped of both of them. What this situation accomplishes is that it adds a layer of insecurity to the Tribal Chief character. Roman has been put in a very embarrassing situation that he feels has undermined his authority as the head of the table. This lights a fire under him, and he vows to take his anger out on The Rock at WrestleMania, which adds another layer to an already very interesting family story for the Universal title. As for the WWE Championship, it honestly doesn't really matter who Cody faces for the title, but suffice to say that he should win in a big feel-good moment. Then you get Roman Reigns versus The Rock, the match WWE have always wanted to do, which Roman should obviously win. Then you've still got Cody versus Roman in your back pocket for another big show down the road. So that's how I think the championship situation should play out as we head towards WrestleMania 39. It splits the titles without Roman having to lose, and there are enough interesting storyline elements at play to make it worth watching. As for the rest of the WrestleMania card, I truly believe that John Cena versus Steve Austin should be one of the matches on that undercard. If you want to learn more about that, click the video right here. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like button, sharing the video around, and subscribing to the channel.